Hey everybody, I did Chapter 12, Enrichment and Acceleration. So a lot of parents and a lot of students who are in gifted programs often ask, is this an enrichment program or an acceleration program? I'm going to debunk the myth that it can't be both. So the authors first defined giftedness, and they defined it as not just IQ, but about ability. This is important because it will apply to how they view giftedness and how they view these topics coming up. So enrichment is the main topic of this article. Enrichment is referring to curriculum and program delivery services, whereas enriched curriculum is a more varied curriculum. The key element to an enrichment program is the systematic plan. There are three approaches to enrichment. The first approach is the process-oriented approach, and this is designed to develop students' higher mental processes. The second approach is the content-oriented approach. This is basically looking deep into a particular content area. The third is the product-oriented approach, and this is basically about the result of the product and not the instruction and not the going through the process. What is acceleration? Acceleration is looking at the service delivery and the curriculum delivery. The delivery model is early entrance into a grade or grade skipping. Part-time grade acceleration also falls under this category, which means the student would enter a higher grade for part of the school day and they would receive advanced instruction. So this could mean if you were in a higher level class, consider maybe math, and you were with kids older than you, but you were in other classes with kids your grade. The curriculum model speeds up the pace that the material is taught and expected to be mastered. Even though there are benefits to acceleration, a lot of people still oppose it and they think it's not beneficial. Enrichment alongside acceleration. So this is where a lot of people do not believe that there can be both enrichment and acceleration. According to what gifted students need, enrichment and acceleration are both necessary and critical for the best education for gifted students. Gifted students need to be taught abstract and complex concepts, which would fall under enrichment, and they need to be advancing at a more rapid pace, which is acceleration. So, don't mind me if I mispronounce this, but the catastrophe theory is very important in this reading as well. The catastrophe theory can be applied to curriculum, which includes critical factors such as curriculum content, process, and product, and acceleration and enrichment. The catastrophe theory believes that curriculum should be accelerated and abstract. Gifted education must emphasize higher levels of thinking. All factors must be present for a good gifted education, not just acceleration and enrichment. So looking back to the first sentence, it would include all those things. The catastrophe theory is a great theory that includes both acceleration and enrichment. Problem solving. Problem solving is crucial for gifted education, and it is a goal-directed way of cognitive operations, and basically, it's thinking. There are two types of problems: presented problems and discovered problems. So, presented problems are a known formulation method of solution and solution. Discovered problems is situation does not yet have a known formulation and there is no known method of solution and no known solution. So there is a way to distinguish between the two, and it's a three-step process. Basically, the first step is how clearly and completely the problem is stated at the beginning. The second step is how much of the method for reaching the solution is available to the solver. And the third step is how general is the agreement about an acceptable solution. You would then take the answers to those questions and see if it is a presented problem or a discovered problem. They later expanded this model to 5 types of problems, which I will go into now. The first type of problem is the problem and the solution are known to the problem presenter and the problem solver, but the solution is known only to the problem presenter. So basically that one's saying that the problem is known to the solver and the person who said it to them, and the method of solving that problem is known to both of them. Hopefully that clears up the further ones that I'm going to mention. The second one is the problem is known by the presenter and the solver, but the method of solution and solution are known only to the presenter. The third one is the problem is known to the presenter and the solver. More than one method may be used to solve the problem, and the solution, and it is known to the presenter. The fourth type is the problem is known to the presenter and the solver, but the method and the solution are unknown to both. The fifth is the problem is undefined and the method and the solution are unknown to both. This is very important for the classroom setting because it gives real-world problems to solve, which our gifted students need to tackle. Problems in acceleration and enrichment. Basically, tying this whole chapter together is that problems can be in acceleration and enrichment. Problems should be used to enrich and accelerate the gifted students. The problems can be used to enrich the classroom while also using higher level problems to accelerate the students. I hope that this cleared some questions up for you if you had any in the chapter, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you.